All right. What's going on, everybody? Justin Schwartz here, flying solo today. Doing a live Q&A, coming at you a little bit later than normal. And just finished up my review of the Mackie Thump Go. So I thought it would be a great opportunity to jump on here, go live, answer some questions. Since I did just do a thorough testing of it, we listened to it, we had an opportunity to deep dive and really learn about the Mackie Thump Go, which I have right here. Oh, so I got to tell you, first of all, thank you for tuning in today. Appreciate everyone jumping on with me late. And if you have any questions, of course, drop them below. This is an interactive show. Hello to everyone watching on Facebook, on YouTube, and on Twitch. Welcome down here to the DJs Guru live Q&A. So, like I said yesterday, we finished up our video of the, what's up, Ronnie? Of the Thump Go here and did a testing. And it map retails out at $3.99, right? And just kind of going through some of the basics. You got an 8-inch woofer here. Sorry about that. Lost my headphone. You got an 8-inch woofer here. This thing weighs about 18 pounds. Super lightweight. It's an ABS molded cabinet, as you can see, but a very aggressive, high quality, nice looking grill. You have an integrated 2-channel mixer there, XLR 1/4-inch inputs on your channel faders, as well as Bluetooth. And then you have an XLR output and a pass through there. It's a 200-watt peak, and I'll tell you, it sounded pretty great. So that's the basic specs of it. Of course, it's rechargeable battery. And the battery runtime runs up to 12 hours. So that's going to handle pretty much any type of application. If I'm talking to DJs out here, you know, ceremony, cocktail hour, and DJ monitor. Also, just to have a floor monitor available for any vocalists, to have it in your rig, I think makes a lot of sense. If you are an event professional, such as someone watching that's in a band or any type of other entertainment out there, this can be used in a lot of ways for you as well. So, you know, it definitely covers all the bases when we're talking about people that do events and live events. Obviously, we are the DJs Guru here, but our products really do, interject and go with different types of music professionals out there. So what's going on, Ronnie? How are you? So one of the main questions that I keep getting is, of course, the price. So we got $399 map. Of course, people wanted to know the battery runtime, which we said was 12 hours. Does not have any USB inputs. Doesn't have a digital MP3 player built into it. But it does have Bluetooth streaming. There is an app that you can download. Actually, I have a picture of it here. I want to show it to you guys. Give me a second. This is the app that you can use to control the Bluetooth streaming. So this is the iOS view. And as you can see here, it gives you all different controls over the voicing modes on the back. It gives you different controls over the pretty much everything. I mean, you can remotely control it directly here. You have each channel fader and you have a main volume connection too. So that's the app. And I think the main thing to talk about, and it's kind of difficult, I definitely would tell you to check out our YouTube video. I'm going to drop a link really quickly into the comments so you guys can check that out there. But this is, that's going to be my actual full review on this. But I'll talk a little bit about what it sounded like and kind of give you an idea of where my head's at with this, because there are some competitors out there. Wrong button. There are some competitors out there, and I know people want to know what's better. And I got to tell you, I don't like that question because, you know, I mean, there's no better. There is no best. There is no really anything like that, in my opinion. It's all about what works best for me. So I have, obviously, the Mackie Thump Go. I just picked it up. But I have had, and you've seen me do a video on the JBL EON1 Compact, right? Great machine. I love this. And, you know, the other one is the Bose S1. We all know my feelings on Bose. And quite honestly, I've heard it. It doesn't compare to either of these. Going to be straight up. So if you're out there and listening and you're wondering, should I buy the Bose S1 or the JBL EON1 Compact or the Mackie Thump Go? The Mackie Thump Go costs $200 less than the Bose, and it blows it away. Blows it away sound-wise. It's not even close. I'm going to be straight up. I was at a trade show with Bose. Sorry, Bose. I know I'm always ripping on you guys. I love the people. Love the people. I just don't love the product. But I literally had them demo it for me, and I had to ask them, is it on all the way? Like, is this it? So, listen, that's my opinion. You know, listen, I've dedicated my life to this, so take my opinion for what it's worth. But anyone can think what they want, and, you know, doesn't mean you're wrong. That said, the Thump Go sounds really good. You know, I mean, the one section that I did 2 songs on the video, but we listened to multiple songs, and I've had this thing at home now for a good 3 weeks or so. So I've demoed a lot of music on it. The one thing I would say is at higher volumes, you start to notice a little bit of distortion in the mid-range. Pretty much anything in this category is going to have that as you get to go too loud. But it did, you know, it did. I'm so used to other brands lately that I know I don't hear distortion a lot. But with this speaker, I did get some distortion as I got it up to higher volumes and as it was limiting. So that's obvious, right? It should be distorting if you're limiting. Red is not good. Okay. But other than that, I have to say that the output was very solid. The low end was good. Now, this is a speaker you're always going to be putting up on a pole. It's an 8-inch woofer. So you're not, I would hope, you're not thinking or buying this with the hope that it's going to produce tremendous bass. It's not really what it's designed for. But it does give you a good low end. And the most important thing I think with a speaker like this is that it's balanced and it's clean, it's crisp, and it definitely gave me that. I don't want to oversell it because it's not a Mackie Thump. I mean, let's be honest, not a Mackie Thump 12 by any stretch of the imagination. But for the price point that it's at, with the great rechargeable battery, which is swappable, Bluetooth, the 2-channel integrated mixer, and a cool design. I put out a poll about the green. No one liked the green, but listen, it's like really hidden, and you could really can't see it other than from the top, right? And then people complained about the green LED. You could turn that off, no problem. And I also think you can change colors, so that's really a non-issue, I think. But the question becomes, all right, well, what am I buying? Am I buying this? Am I buying the Bose S1 comp? I'm sorry, the Bose S1. You're not buying you could buy the Bose S1. I'm not recommending it, or am I buying the JBL EM1 Compact? And here's what I'm going to tell you. The JBL EM1 Compact is a better component because it has more stuff in it. It has a more robust mixer. It has 2 USB inputs that charge. It has a better application, I think, as far as the way that it works in the control. Plus, it's really more of a PA system in the respect that you have mixed mode here, where you can actually, select and change the volumes individually on each channel. Really, really detailed and granular because of that. And it's also going to give you more inputs to play with. So if you need those inputs, you don't really have a choice, right? You need to buy that. But if you don't, I'm going to just be straight up and tell you that the sound to me, and I did a side-by-side comparison. I'm going to be posting that video up in the next day or so. But the nominal difference, honestly, we did the same songs, listened to them both pretty much at their max output before I was redlining, and they sounded very, very comparable to me. I don't want to say one sounded better than the other because it really was that close. In general, I like Mackie sound quality better because of that's just me. People swear by JBL. People love JBL sound. The EM1 Compact is not your traditional JBL speaker, though. So don't expect that thump that you might normally expect with the JBL kind of tuning. So that's pretty much my scoop on that. As far as, am I using this for a main system? Am I taking these out with my Prime Go or anything like that so I could have an all battery powered system? I mean, hey, you get yourself a Prime Go, right? You get a pair of these. Not that these are the first battery powered speakers before, but get some arrow spots from JMaz. I mean, you don't need to plug anything in, right? You could do a whole gig without any power. But would I do it? If it was like a really small party, again, if you're an entertainer, if you're someone who does kids parties, if you're any type of, outdoor entertainer, anything else other than a DJ where you're going around doing events and you need sound, you need to plug in a microphone, you need to plug in another instrument and then hook up your Bluetooth to play music. Great piece of equipment, a great speaker. And at the end of the day, whether you decide on A, B, C, D, whatever the case may be, that's all on you, right? My main thing and what we try to preach here at the DJs Guru is not necessarily what's the best. I don't want to just be using what everybody else is using, right? At least that's me. I want to use what works best for me. So that's why I'm trying to get out there and just test everything, at least everything that I know is worthy of being purchased and something that's going to help DJs and entertainers and event specialists out there, and putting it to the test and seeing what it's all about. So anybody out there that is live have any questions? We did address the questions that I've gotten over the last few weeks. I don't think there was anything else that people have asked me that I didn't already address. Talked about the sound, I mean, listen, sound's subjective. And I mean, I always wondered when people would call me on the phone and they ask me what speaker sounds better. I'm like, I don't know how I'm going to quantify that for you on the phone, but same thing here. You just have to take my word for it that they really do sound very comparable. So the question becomes, as far as Thump Go versus JBL EL1 Compact, do I need the extra bells and whistles that JBL has? The Compact, they also weigh about the same. It is a little bit smaller as far as the height. If that makes a difference to you, it's very minimal. But that's about the only other difference that I would say. So what's going on, Larry? How are you? But anyway, I just wanted to hop on quick, answer those questions, do another piece of content on this speaker because I think it is worthy of this. I have a long-standing history with Mackie and the Thump series. The Thump 15, right, was at one point Tap Go, and then it got rebranded, became the Thump 15, and really kind of went from there. But it has really become one of the best go-to, and in my opinion, best quality value speaker for an entry-level DJ. So in general, if you're someone who is new to this or just starting out and you haven't bought a set of speakers yet, and you're thinking about it, Thump 12, Thump 15, if you know my stance, I always say buy a 12, don't buy the 15. But a great starting speaker, a great speaker to build off of and to try to start to, scale with. And the Thump Go is, I think, continuing the legacy of the Thump series. An affordable speaker with great sound quality, good enough to do what it is supposed to do. Again, it's what it is, right? It's not going to do 1,000-person event, but for what DJs are going to be using it for, PA, ceremony, I think you're going to have enough juice, and the price point is great, so you can't beat that. But definitely check us out at DJEventGear.com and the DJsGuru.com. Follow us on social media, of course, at the DJs Guru. And thank you so much for tuning in. Before I hop off, does anybody have any questions on the Mackie Thump Go? If not, we're going to say goodbye. It's late here in New York. Hope everyone's doing well. Happy New Year. We'll see you in 2022, everybody. Take care, all right?